Hey Coughlin, this is Bushonomics here. How you doing? Quick response to your thought crimes video. First of all, I do not believe that either of them could be either the woman that shook her baby or the psychopath that killed the baby. I don't think that either of them could be considered as being guilty of a thought crime. And reason for that is, I'm going partly on definition and partly on intuition and reason. A thought crime is defined as an idea which, if it's like the potential energy of a crime, in the sense that it's an idea which, if possibly acted upon or put into practice, could threaten the authority of the state, which declared it to be a crime. Okay, this is important. A hate crime is a crime whose motivation was hatred against a class of people for some attribute or attributes that they had. They're black, they're gay, they're lesbian, they're bisexual, they are Republican, they're Democrat, Islam, or Muslim, Jewish, Christian, atheist, whatever it is. Which is to say that if I hated all British people that made lots of videos on YouTube, then I would be more likely to attack you in a dark alleyway than I would be to attack, say, an American person that made lots of videos, merely because you are from the UK. This attribute, for some reason, stirs up hatred in me, and therefore I act on it by attacking you, because you have that attribute. Now, regarding so I don't think that either of them could possibly be guilty of a thought crime, to be honest with you. And the other side is, in terms of the hate crime, I don't think that it would even enter into the equation in the mother, and it only might enter into the equation in the psychopath. Not all people who hate are psychopaths, and not all psychopaths necessarily hate. So my point would be that, there's a lot of nuance to this sort of a thing. What I'm saying, the long and short of it, is that no, I do not think that either of them committed a thought crime. I do not think in your scenario as painted that it is possible for the mother to have committed a hate crime. And I think it's only marginally possible that the psychopath committed a hate crime. You didn't specify a specific race or gender or religious affiliation or anything for the baby, so about the only thing that we might be able to go on is that the psychopath just hated babies. If we're going to accuse him of being, perpetrating a hate crime, then the only attribute that we're aware of that he could possibly quote-unquote hate would be the fact that the victim was a baby. Well, okay, in that case, it's possible. Now, regarding the punishment, yes, absolutely. They should be treated differently. As you put it, the psychopath, should be taken away from society, because it's a lot more likely that the psychopath would continue to act on their issues, or on their hatred, or on their psychological condition, whatever it might be. Whereas the mother, well, she's killed her kid. If it's a question of postpartum depression, well, okay, I'm not saying she doesn't need psychological help, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't feel sympathy or empathy for her, but she is unlikely to do this again, to the extent that she won't be, especially after the crime, she's not going to be taking care of children. I think that most countries' laws would see to that. So yeah, that's my point. I think that the punishment disparity between the two scenarios makes sense. I do not think that either of them could possibly have committed a thought crime, and I think that of the two of them, only the psychopathic man might have committed a hate crime. I hope that explains my position. If not, please let me know if you have questions. Always love the vids. Take care of yourself. See you around.